Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It is your girl Alana Simone. First of all, I wanted to welcome you guys in. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. If you've been here for a while, welcome back. So today I just wanted to get right into the video. We are going to be talking about hold up, let me get my little notebook. Don't quote it, live it. And so you know, the other day I was really thinking about this topic in my head because I was out and just walking and just thinking about life and thinking about different situations and, you know, different interactions I've had. And so what came to mind is it's just amazing about how a lot of times people can quote scripture, they can quote the Bible from head to toe, they can do all that, but they can do all that, but then their life does not show or display what they're saying. And so that's what I really wanted to talk about today, because I feel like it's just really getting old, you know, because a lot of times people will bring up a scripture, bring up the Bible, bring up everything to you, but then you go see their life and they ain't living nothing of what they have spoken to you, but they want to bring this and put this in your face. And so I just think it's interesting because I'm like, okay, so basically you can tell me something, but you can't show me with your actions. Okay, so that's really going to make me want to follow you and, you know, really listen to what you're saying. Like, no, like we try to figure out why people don't want to read the Bible, don't want to have anything to do with God, really. And it's why. One of the main reasons is because people like to do a lot of talk, but they don't like to match their talk with their actions. And so, you know, I don't know about you, but I'm really tired of that. I'm really tired of people doing a lot of talking. They doing a lot of talking. Talk. It's like chatter in your ear. And you just sitting there like, okay, but you like, they talking, but telling you to, let's, for example, wait till marriage to have sex, but they out here got 3 baby mamas, or they sleeping with, you know, the pastor's wife or something. It'd be crazy stuff like that, but they telling you, you know, reading the scripture to you, but they not living none of what they say. And so, you know, it's just interesting. It just blows my mind how people think that it's so, like, I don't know, like what they think. They just think that it's okay to do that. But it's very, like, sad because, you know, the Bible has been given to us to give us direction, to give us encouragement, to show us a way. And so oftentimes we get people telling people to do stuff, but their actions aren't showing it. And it's very unfortunate because, you know, that turns a lot of people away. They're like, okay, you're telling me to do something, but you're not doing it. So how does that really work? You know, if God, you said that God said we need to do this, or you say that, you know, this is important, then why aren't you following it? But why do you keep on telling me to do this, but you're not following yourself? And so we start to wonder, especially my generation, because we sitting there like, we don't like fake. We don't like people not being real. So you're going to sit there and throw scriptures in my face. You're going to throw the Bible in my face, but you're not living none of it. And so it's very interesting because it's the audacity that people have, and just to think that's what they're going to do, and that they could tell you more than just show you. But you know what speaks louder than words is actions. And so this year, I really hope that people who do a lot of talking, who do a lot of chatter, can start backing it up with some action, because it's getting a little tired to hear you talk about it but not live it. And so, you know, you keep on putting it in people's face, throwing it in people's face, trying to make people feel bad about not living up to the standards of the Bible, but you're not living it yourself. You out here doing what you want to do, but you have the audacity, in a sense, that's the word, to throw it in somebody else's face. But you can't even do it yourself. And so it's very interesting because, you know, it's just a thing that people do. And sometimes I don't think people even realize they do it. It's so easy to memorize things, just like a song. Like, I can hear a song and I can pick it up quick and I know the lyrics like the next day. So it's like that. But one thing that I do know with the song is, yes, I might know the lyrics and all that stuff, but it's like, I don't know, like, it's different. But I just give that as an example. But I just say all this to say, we just really need to make sure we're doing better at making sure our actions speak louder than our words. And so we can tell people how to live. We can quote the Bible scriptures all the time. We can say Jesus said this, God said this, all this stuff. But if we're not living it, it really means nothing, because we are supposed to be his hands and feet in the earth. We're supposed to be an example. We're supposed to show people how to live. We're supposed to walk out what we're telling people. But if we keep on telling people and then behind closed doors, or right when we step out of church, we out here doing something else, then we might as well just be quiet, because you kind of contradicting what you're telling people if you can't live it. Don't talk it if you can't live it. And so, you know, it's just one thing. And a lot of times I've seen that most people who actually is truly living the Bible, who's truly walking out what God has called us to do, they don't really do a lot of talking. They don't really throw a lot of scriptures in people's faces. They actually are out here living it. They're actually out here talking to people. They're actually out here connecting with people. They're actually out here doing what God has instructed them to do. So they don't really have a lot of time to chat. They don't really have a lot of time to condemn people, judge people, and make people feel bad for not following his word. Because why? They're out here following it. So if you out here following it, then you don't really got much time to, you know, sit around telling everybody else what they need to do, because you following it, right? Right. So, you know, it's just a thing. But I really hope and pray that this year we can do more. We can do more actions instead of talking. We could let our actions speak louder than our words, because it's really getting old, the amount of talk that we do and not seeing people's life actually represent what they're talking about. It's time to see a true representation of the word being lived out, and not just talk. It's enough talk. It's time to live it. It's time to actually obey and do what God has instructed us to do, because maybe we'll start to see changes in our life. Maybe we'll start to have more healthy relationships. Maybe we'll start to get the blessings that God has in store for us. Just maybe, if we actually start doing what we're supposed to do and stop talking and start living it. So you guys, I really hope this video encouraged you today. I really hope that, you know, we can just start making our actions speak louder than our words, because it's really getting old to just talk about it. Let's live it. Let's live out what God has called us to do, who he has called us to be. Let's live it. Living life for God is so much better than just talking about it. Because when you live and in the actions that you take, God starts to bless you. God starts to build you. God starts to transform you. And that's so much more better than just talking about it. You actually get to see his work and his power in your life when you start living it. So let's start living more than we talking, and let's see the changes that we can start seeing. I think we'll see a lot more changes in this world, you know, and it'll be some really good changes. So you guys, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.